again. Why not? Why not? We're a day late and $1 short, but we're here. Isn't that all that matters? Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the craziness that is the Director's Garage Thursday Happy Hour Hangout live here to the internets. And I don't have a real lot of stuff to talk about today, but I'm going to share some stuff which I think you might find cool. Still on the LCD-4 train, everybody. Still on the LCD-4 train. Really like this. My apologies, first of all. You may notice some background noise, and that would be because the gardeners are here, and they showed up 2 seconds before we went live and started blasting their leaf blowers, even though they're all supposed to use electric leaf blowers, but, you know, whatever. How y'all doing? Well, I'll catch you up on a few things. I did finish the script on the next episode. I don't know when I'm going to get to shoot it because I got to tear all this stuff out of here again after this live stream for some shooting and for some for an open house on Sunday. So it's going to be a very busy couple of days, but I can't, man, I hope you guys aren't picking up that. I mean, this leaf blower is like, it feels like it's next to the microphone. It's that loud. Like, oh God. So I've got to tear all this stuff out again, and because I'm shooting, and I'm going to explain this today because I did start a new sort of job per se. It's my own business, my own personal business. Back when we were shooting this house and getting it ready for sale, the guys came over and, well, you know, they had one guy come through and he shot some photos and they looked terrible. And then the next guy came through and he did okay. They look okay. They're not unacceptable, but I'm just like, it didn't look great. And I've seen like great real estate photos. So I started thinking, how do they shoot this stuff? So I started investigating some things and figuring out how I could, you know, put my own thing on it. And it came to me, why don't I do this for a while? I mean, there's so many houses for sale. We can't sell ours. You know, maybe I can sell myself as a camera person for real estate. I can also do headshots and things like that, but getting that client list is a little rough. Yeah, I know, landscaping garage. JTV, tell me about it. I'm not going to be a landscaper. You know, photography comes second nature to me. I really know cameras and I know how to do it, but I didn't know how to get a really good shot of a room. And be able to replicate that over and over and over again. And this has led me down this massive rabbit hole. So after I showed off the video that I shot of my house, of the video sales tour. And I thought, well, I can do that, but I'm like, who's going to hire me just to do that? How many people want a video and whatever? Like, and how much is that going to pay? It's probably not going to pay that much. So I thought I need to expand this and think in terms of a big package. Like, how could I be a real estate multimedia person? So I shot the video, and that video was shot on this thing. This is a here. I do have the overhead camera up today, but it's not the same camera, and you'll see why in just a second. This is it's a similar camera, but it's not the exact same camera. Okay, so if I do this and I go pop, nope, that's my computer. This one. Okay, so here's a GoPro Hero, and this has a 1/2 inch sensor. It's a very ugly camera. It looks fine when it's got bright sunlight and everything's well. This thing can deliver a picture, and a lot of people use these on YouTube and shoot their YouTube videos on this. Nothing wrong with that. It's just for high-end stuff, it's not great. Now the camera, this camera right here, this is a Sony RX100. This is a Mark V. This is an older version of the current version of this camera, and it's actually this camera right here. See, I'm using this camera to shoot this camera. No, it's not a mirror. This is a Mark VII. Slight differences in camera. There's some reasons that this camera is actually better. There's a lot of reasons that this camera's better. This one does eye autofocus. But they both have the exact same sensor and the basic same color science, so the picture looks the same. But the reason this is mounted like this is because it's currently on a gimbal. because I want to do home videos, I'm going to use this camera, which balances, hopefully. Well, it kind of balances. It doesn't balance too well when it's standing up. So if I sit it down, let's set it down, and we'll just turn this thing on real quick. It's kind of cool how all this works. And I'm sure some of this stuff you've seen before, but why not? It's kind of fun. All right, there we go. Unfortunately, I can't feed this camera live to YouTube because I'd have to put a wire in it. So anyway, these things do really cool things. They move smoothly. No matter what you do, they will hold. And if you're walking smoothly, you do this thing called a duck walk, which is a real slow walk, and you can track yourself really nice. This has a 1-inch sensor in it, and it has Sony's best color. So if I'm going to do more of those videos, this is the camera we're going to use. Sorry, I'm shutting this down real quick. And it's on this gimbal, and you can do walkthroughs of houses, and it comes out really nice. So, and this, remarkably, wasn't all that expensive. This was about $200 for this little gimbal that will support this weight. Not a bad deal. The other problem I had is lens, because I don't have a really good wide-angle lens, because most of the time I'm shooting portraits or videos like this where you need a tight shot. So I needed to get a wide-angle lens. So this is expense number 2. And the missus is on board with all of this. This is a 14-24, but look at this glass. Look at if you can see the angle on that. I mean, it's a curved piece of glass, but this allows you to shoot wide shots of rooms and have it come out good. You'll also notice on this camera, I've got this guy up here. This is a remote trigger. You need to do this because you don't want to be shaking the camera when you're taking multiple exposures. So you can wind up with photos. I'm going to show you some photos now. Now we can do some photos show and tell. This is what I've started. It's what I started experimenting with, and it made me determined that I could actually probably do this. These came out really nice. This is the kitchen, the bathroom, and there's another room in the house. But it's all of these things. You'll notice that the biggest thing is over here, up in these areas. Most of them get these colors wrong. Nobody can get them pure white unless you really know what you're doing. And this is using a combination of flash and natural photography to create this stuff, and you get these rich colors that stay in. Normally when people do a stacked photo for real estate, they lose the colored information. So I figured out how to do that, and that's using that camera. And then the other thing is they've got these walkthroughs. So now there's this thing, they do these walkthroughs. They're called Matterports. We had one done on our old house. We had not done one on this house, but that needs a special camera. So I've got that camera, and I've been shooting for 2 days. I've been shooting Matterports using this thing, and this is a 360 camera, but it's a special one. It's got higher resolution. This again has a 1-inch sensor on it, whereas most of the other ones you get have half-inch sensors. So this goes around, and basically what you do is you stick it in a room, get out of the way, shoot a picture, move it 3 feet, shoot another picture, move it 3 feet, get out of the room, take another picture, move it another 3 feet. But while you're doing that, you have to get all of this software to talk to each other so that this uploads to a different app, and then it creates this 3-dimensional map that's really insane when it gets done. It looks like a dollhouse. They call it the dollhouse. So that was another thing. And then the last thing that we needed to be able to do aerials. And I kind of hinted on this because I told you I got my pilot's license, but I figured as long as I'm showing stuff off today, because I've got no agenda. I've got nothing to really talk about. I wasn't in London for CanJam, or I wasn't in, so I missed the CanJam thing. So let's talk about what I can talk about, which is stuff like this. So I picked up a drone, which is this one, and this is hysterical because wait till you see the size of this thing. That's it. This is it. This is the whole thing. Is that crazy? And this thing will fly like 5 miles, 10 miles away and stay in contact. Not that you should ever do that, kids, but this is the whole drone. and then it just like expands out. Now I've had like I've had drones in the past. I have never seen anything this tiny. Let's see, get it. This thing's in the way. There we go. So all of these things, and that's it. That's the whole drone. But look at the palm of my hand. It's smaller than the palm of my hand, and this thing weighs less than nothing. I mean, it weighs absolutely nothing. So, and it runs just like any of the big drones. It just can't take high wind as well as some of these others. But you don't even need a license technically to fly this thing because it's so small and so light. But that's it. That's the whole thing. So, and I've been doing that aerial stuff too, but I don't have any of that aerial stuff. I think you saw a little of it in the video that I showed off a couple weeks ago. So that was my show and tell. I just wanted to catch you guys up on what I've been doing, and it's been kind of a rabbit hole of gear mixed with technology, mixed with my... we apparently, are we having problems with the signal? Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What if I close some windows? Let's just close some shit down. I'm just going to close some stuff and see what happens. It's my Oasis video I was watching. Nothing, huh? Is that helping at all? No rain today. Oh, they're excellent connection. Okay, so what I did was I closed down a bunch of YouTube videos that I had opened that I don't know. I get halfway through stuff and I stop looking at it and I get disinterested. So I think if I close stuff down, it will create more bandwidth for the app. Yeah, if I close Windows, I'll be worried. Let me tell you something. If I close, this place gets so hot when I'm streaming. Yeah, like the cranky cameraman, I need that. I was just watching a bunch of political videos, all kinds of stuff earlier. Anyway. Nothing exciting though. So anyway, so that's what I've been doing, is I've been mixing all of these different technologies and learning, getting a little bit of perfectionism on them, a little skill set that I'm trying to advance so that I can launch this new business. And I've got a business plan together, and I've got realtors that are on board with me. So I'm hoping that in the very short order here, we'll have some money coming in. And that would be good for everybody, because it's been too long, fellas. Too long. Sorry, I'm just going to batten this up, because I have a way of dropping stuff, and anytime you put like a band on something to keep it from breaking, that's a good move for me, because I am a walking disaster on some of this stuff. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I like figuring out how to use a gimbal and balance a gimbal with this camera. A drone. I've got this 360 cam that took all of yesterday to figure out, and then I started making these 3D models of houses and all kinds of stuff. So that's what I've been doing to try and get myself to a place where I can pick up work. Guys, I'm telling you, it's been so brutal. I did have a job a few weeks ago, but again, it was a one-off, and it was in my field, which is directing field shoots. But cheers, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. Sorry we're on at an odd time. Going to be a little odd until Mrs. Director is off the crutches, because I have to drive her everywhere. I have to pick her up from work, and she's the one who's making the money right now, not me. So I've got to take care of her. So everything is at her, her will. Let's get to some chat. I don't have, like I said, I didn't have a whole lot to talk about today. If you have a topic and you want to discuss it, if you're curious about any of these technologies and you want to know a little more, I can tell you, I can share with you what I know. I know why I'm choosing some of the cameras I'm choosing. And maybe that would be of use to some of you, whatever. But let me know what's going on. And if you've got something you want to look up, gear-wise, I don't have any new headphone gear, and I've just been doing some listening this week on the electrostatics, trying to finalize that script. I got it done, but now I've got to figure out how I'm going to shoot it because I got to tear all this out of here. It's just one of those things, guys. It's just the pile on of this stuff. And we just want to get moving. I mean, we want to sell our house and then we want to move because we're excited for our next chapter. But we can't get our next chapter started until we sell this house, and the market is just in terrible shape right now. And we're not being helped by the Fed, who has interest rates as high as my persona on a weekend when I'm drinking. No, I don't know. Whatever. Hope y'all are great, says Ken Workshop, listening in the background. Been a moment with life and all that. Yes, sir. And you and I have stayed apprised, Ken, offline of what's going on, and I wish you the best. And the best of the family, more importantly. I look forward to these each and every week. Well, I look forward to these. That's why I try and make this happen no matter what. I know I'm not making a lot of videos right now, and I've had a lot of questions about that. In fact, I got a call last week from Ray Samuels. He called me just to check in and say hello. And that was very sweet of him. And he's like, Michael, my prayers are with you and all this stuff. And what a great guy, and what a great company, and what a great amp he's got. But Ray just called me out of the blue after I got off the air last week and said, hey, how you doing? Just checking in with you. So what a great guy he is. And there are so many of his products that I still want to try. Because I'm like, if he did this with the B21 Raider, if he did that, I want to hear these other things. And for a long time, it's been no secret on this show. My goal, my like pie in the sky, like dream amp. And I know a lot of guys like want like one of those crazy tube things. I want a Dark Star. I've wanted a Dark Star since the moment I got into HeadFi. I saw one of those for sale once or up online, and I was just like, oh, that's the amp. So someday I shall own a Dark Star. I don't know when. It's going to be 20 years maybe, but it's not going to be for a while. But I was this close to getting one, and then I got laid off. But it's when I went. Okay. But yes, I look forward to these every week. I'm a huge fan of you guys. I love hearing what's going on in your worlds. And I like catching you up with mine and sharing stuff like new cameras and stuff that I'm doing. And I'm excited to get going with this photography because it's going to get me out and working again. And I've already got commitment from one realtor. And then I set up this great thing. And I'll offer it up to the class. I'm paying out a $200 referral to anybody who gets me connected with a realtor, meaning the realtor meets me, I get hired and paid for a job, $200 referral fee, and that goes to anybody I know. If they can hook me up and I get a job out of it, I'm more than happy to pay it forward a little bit, especially on a first job, because first jobs tend to lead to second jobs, and it's a long-term payoff for me. So I've been offering referral fees to folks to hook me up with a realtor who likes my work. And I've got a website I'm working on that I've got up on Instagram, Director's Garage Photography, go figure. I couldn't think of anything else, guys, and it ties it in so I can deduct the gear along with my show. So I just rolled it into the YouTube stuff. But I'm excited to get going. And get this going, and so we'll see how it goes. But I'm certainly prepared, and I think I've got the quality that I think that a lot of the real estate photos lack, and I'd probably be worth it. So there you go. Can barely hear it. Sounds like you have an aggressive vibratory music. Suave gets an early bid for the comment of the day. My leaf blower gardener is a vibrator, an aggressive vibrator. I love it. Last Rhino, Michael, how come selling the house is taking so long? Families in Long Beach sold their house in 6 days. Well, it's location. We are in sort of an area where there's a lot of studios, and most of the people who live here work for the studios. And the studios aren't hiring. In fact, the studios are vacant. I think 60 or 70% vacancy right now on the closest studios. There's just nothing going on, nothing shooting. Everything's shooting out of town. We're hoping that that changes in the near future, because there are these tax incentives that are coming in from the state. Our awful state is finally getting together and trying to get some production going, but it's too little, too late. So that's part of the problem. The other problem is this is a higher end house, no question. Director was doing okay for a while until I got fired, and so we have a very nice house. And with interest rates as high as they are, 7%, this isn't very affordable to many. So our target audience demo is limited. I was hoping that like some kids, because we're really close to some of the major high schools, I thought maybe somebody who wanted to get into one of the elite high schools would want a house that was nice close to the high school. But we'll see what happens. There's a lot for sale here right now. Inventory is very high. It's taking like 60 days to sell a house minimum. That's like the average right now. So big deal. So it's not just an easy put it up and go like it was in years past. Cheeky Fest here. Cheers, Cheeky Fest. Glad you're in the house. So much property, home commercial photography is bad. Doesn't show you the property inside. Yeah. There's kind of a basic formula that everybody follows, and I get it. But I'm a picture quality person. And I've been shooting with Nikon for almost my entire life. Since film. My film camera was Canon. And when I started going digital, I early on adopted Nikon. And as you guys know, I mean, you can switch brand. People do it. They switch their brand loyalty. But you have to get all new lenses, or you have to buy a clunky adapter that doesn't feed the right information to the lens. So I've been Nikon my whole life, and Nikon has been on top, and Nikon has been at the very bottom of the digital tree, and right now it's at or near the top again. Their stills cameras are crazy good again. But this is an older one. This is an old generation. This camera, and I have two of them, is a D850. This is still a DSLR. This has a mirror in it. Most, they have a new line. That's the Z camera. That's one everybody wants, and that's the one that's, the shit to all the photographers right now. But this is an old one, and I use it because it works. I know it. The picture quality of this camera is exceptional. It'll shoot video if I needed to. It'll shoot 4K. It just does what I need it to do. The reason I have two of them is because one of them, about 6 months ago, I was shooting somebody's headshots. Let's see if I can. Where'd my thingy go? No judgment. Where'd my thing go? Cut. Okay. So it looks nice from the front. Looks like a nice Nikon, right? And then you see what happens when you... This would be incorrect, boys. The tripod I had it sitting on, one of the legs wasn't locked tight, and it's just slipped, and the momentum of the camera took it over, and it landed on this part. Why do I still have this camera? Well, I usually keep the cameras that break, because I've broken cameras before. I mean, that's just part of the business. But the reason I still have this camera is because it still works. The finder doesn't work. You can't use the finder, but I think it's a great video camera. So I reserve this for shooting B-roll for the show. So when I'm shooting B-roll of headphones, I'm using this camera. I just use it with the monitor, because when you're shooting video, you don't want to look through this thing anyway. It's just the finder is nasty anyway from a video standpoint. And as long as this works and there's alignment on the to the sensor, and there is, it works. It works fine. So I've kept it as a video camera. I've been shooting all the B-roll for this show for a long time. If I'm not using this RX 100 Mark VII, which I use this camera because this camera shoots 120 frames a second. Sorry. And the reason you want to shoot 120 frames a second is because I play back on this show at 24 frames a second, and when you do that, you get super slow-mo. And you can basically shoot B-roll of something and slow it down, and it looks like it's on a Steadicam because you're slowing it down so much. You can't see the bumps in the camera. So it's an old editor's cameraman trick. If you want to shoot steady video, shoot at a high frame rate and then slow it down, and it will look smooth, even if you're handheld. So there you go. That's my camera stuff for today. But I wish we could move this house and we can get moving. It would be great. We're ready to go. I have a lot of stuff I want to do. For what it's worth, the Sony lens cap is reference gray, so you can use it to do a white balance. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, this one doesn't come obviously with a lens cap because these are all point and shoots. These are all the lens is attached. I didn't know it was reference gray though. That's pretty good. When I was directing stuff in the field, I would often wear a white shirt because my guys, in fact, I always wore a white shirt. I was known for wearing white button-down shirts because my cameraman could white balance off my shirt. No matter where we were at, what situation they were at, they knew if they needed to grab a quick white balance, they just tip my shirt and go. Helped. So glad we got the Frozen video thing down. Ryan, would you be interested? I should ask you if you want to show up on Saturday for a hangover hangout. Everybody's getting back from CanJam and kind of busy. I'm going to try and see if Zach's over COVID and see if he wants to stop by. But I'd love to get some people in for Saturday, and I don't have anybody new to get us. So, and we're going to do a hangover hangout this Saturday, boys. This Saturday is the hangover hangout for July. But I want to get somebody in there who can just kind of talk to us a little bit. That would be kind of fun. Sorry about the lagging video. Yes, wish me best on my journey. I wish me best on the journey too, and thank you for wishing me good karma. We've had a shit couple of. It's about a shit 8 months, for the most part. Anthony Berryman had a shit time last week after being diagnosed with cancer. Oh. CanJam London was awesome, the best one we had. First of all, Anthony, my absolute best and my best from everybody watching. We're sending you insane vibes to get better, and that's a horrible diagnosis, and that's terrible. And we wish you well. My heart absolutely goes out to you. My mom had cancer 4 times, beat it every time, still alive. And but it's the hardest of the hard things, and I'm sorry about that. I'm glad you got to CanJam though, and if you can, and maybe you did below, I haven't gotten to but share with me, say your top 5 things that you saw. Share with the class. What was new that really impressed you that you heard? I would love to know that. But again, I mean seriously, this is. I do this show. I don't do this show for money, clearly, because it's, we've never been about money or making money or whatever. And I don't do it for popularity. I don't really give a shit. What I wanted to do was connect because I'm interested in people, and I'm interested in meeting new people and talking about this stuff in a way that doesn't make somebody who doesn't agree with me sound like an idiot, because they're not. I have no problem with somebody having a different opinion than I do. And I respect the fact that you might have a different opinion than I do. But I want to meet and talk about the differences. What do you hear? Why did you hear that? I didn't hear that. That's okay. It doesn't make me wrong and you right. It just means that I didn't hear something that you did, or something appealed to you that didn't to me. But that sharing gives me a new idea or new outlook on what to listen for. Maybe the next time I listen to that piece of gear, or maybe the next time I listen to that album. What do you like about them? I didn't really care for them. Well, it's the thing is that if you turn the lights down low and you just vibe, like, oh, okay, I get it. Still not for me, but I still appreciate what you appreciate in it. Sharing that stuff and human connection is everything. And this is the type of thing that, like, if we can't all get behind Anthony here as he's going to face whatever fight he's got to face, I don't know, man. I don't know what we're doing here. So my heart goes out to you, and everybody here just wishes you the best. And I hope you get that energy, and it works for you. Cheeky Fest is on official holiday from my primary school jobs, but I'm working 8 to 6 Monday through Friday at the Holiday Club next week, and the week after should be in with a double paycheck. Oh, paycheck. Wow. The eyes are the first to go, boys. Double paycheck in September. Well, that's fantastic, man. That's great. It's a working holiday. That's kind of fun. Always good to pick up the extra cash, especially when we're talking about headphones. Oh, here we go. We got a little report here from Anthony. He ended up purchasing a ZMF stabilized bokeh. You know, I wanted one of those so bad because I saw one. I just didn't have the money at the last Can Jam, and he had them on the table there. You know, he has the shelves. Oh, I wanted one so bad. Oh, that's so great, man. They sound so good. They sound so good. That headphone sounds $1,000 north of where it's priced. Zach just killed it with that headphone, and they're so beautiful. And you got the stabilized one. Anthony, if you can, send me an email. Send me a photo. Email me a photo of your bokeh. I'd love to show that off. It's right here. It's directorsgarage@gmail.com. I would love to show off your bokeh, your new bokeh that you picked up. That's fantastic, man. And a Noble Rex 5. How does a Rex 5 sound? Because you know, I'm a slave to these things, as you know, in a big way. This is the FoKus, or the Noble Mystique, and the Rex 5. Everybody says is next level to these. So are they spectacular? I assume they're spectacular if you bought it. The Amadeus I don't know about. I haven't heard the Amadeus. Friend purchased the Noble Shogun, which is their kind of, I think that's their flagship consumer, like, you know, priced in the stratosphere, but not in the uber stratosphere. Not in the super stratosphere. One of the highlights of the show was the Hercules Moses and its trickle-down tech for their Noah. I don't know what the Hercules Moses is. I gotta look it up. Let's go live to the internet. To do that, we gotta go here. Ooh. Titanium shells. Balance cable. What's the driver count? I mean, not the cheapest, boys. Not the cheapest. Balance neutral greatness. Okay, let's see. Ah! Back. Okay, let's see. What does it say here? Cutting edge acoustic technology, unique design concept aimed at delivering unparalleled auditory experience. I've never heard that before. Okay, multi-driver system. They include 4 E-stats, 4 balanced armatures, 1 dynamic driver. Very nice. I think it's going to be a little focused in that upper range, though. You have to tell me if they're bright at all, because it's. I would think with that much up top, man, 4 E-sets. Goodness. I mean, true that the upper frequencies don't require as much oomph, but that's amazing. That's amazing. And a Scepter cable. Let's see the cable. Is there a cable on this page? No. I don't know what the Scepter cable is. All right, whatever. Cheers, everybody. Wow, that's a good pickup. All right. Well, now I just learned about Hercules Audio has an IEM. Oh, there's a Noah that he got for $350, which is another. Never mind. Let's see what the Noah looks like. That's the Noah. Let's go check that out. Hang on. That's the discussion page. Show me where I can buy one. Ooh. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, I don't have a stupid people. Why does Instagram do that? Here's the Moses. Not cheap, my friends. Where's the Noah? Here's the cable. Found the cable. Very nice. Very nice. Ooh, that's good stuff. Ooh, that's good stuff. That's awesome. That's awesome. Congrats, man. And I hope that takes a little of the edge off of your the other bad news you had, man. And again, we wish you well. Thanks for sharing, man. That's awesome. But I want to see. I'd love to get a picture of your the ZMF Bokeh. Just they look so cool, and every one of them is different. There's picture quality. Oh, here we go. Cheeky Fresh gets really frustrated when commercial property listings show what could be there and not what actually is there now. Oh yeah, well, and a lot of that's AI driven. As I've learned as I've gone through this, you can actually send photos of your home, like I just shot if there was no furniture in it, and they will stage virtual furniture in a room now. So if it's an office space, they will often doctor it up and make it look like that. It's very cool what they can do, but it's also, yeah, I could get it. It's frustrating. What is it? What's actually there right now? I want to see it. There's picture quality, DPI, and then framing, what isn't in the photo. Yeah, and you got to have an eye for this stuff, clearly. That certainly doesn't hurt. And there are rules, loose rules you can follow. Most of the time they'll say 2 walls, 3 corners. You know, is what you kind of want to get in a real estate shot, in a perfect real estate shot. Can't always do it, but if you can, you want to get 3 corners and 2 walls. That's what you're shooting for, so to speak. But, you know, and then camera height and, you know, the way you're shooting the room. Because if you shoot down on a room, it's going to look smaller. If you shoot up at a room, it'll look grander, but it'll also look crazy if you don't straighten the photo out in post. And the curvature of the lens needs to be adjusted for. Nikon, Nikoff. Yes, I've been Nikon the entire time. Best wishes to Anthony. Let's all raise a glass to Anthony. Keep your head up, mate. Keep your friends and family close. Keep us close, man. We're your friends. Then I'll have 3 weeks of actual holiday before going back to work. Stay strong, says, I probably can come Saturday. Should check with Katie first. Yes, please. I don't want to be the source of marriage tumult. I have enough problems without needing that on my conscience. Ryan, I mean, just show up. It's a guy thing, you know. The guys, we got to stick together. Never mind that it's going to cost you your marriage. Ridiculous. Thanks for the best wishes, guys. The Rex 5 is the best true wireless he's heard. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's another reason I want them, but I just can't get it here. Is the standard ED more expensive? ED? Who has ED? Nobody has ED here. Standard edition is more expensive. No, I guess I was looking at the wrong Noah from Hercules Audio. Anthony Behrman says the Noah will be released next month. Also check out the Hex, but it's $9,000 with diamonds. What? What? All right. Because I know Noble did that one that was like blinged up. Let's go. Let's check this out. Hercules Audio. What is it called? The Hex. I don't see it here. The Hex. I don't see anything here from Hercules that's that expensive. Featured products? Nope. Somebody clear that up if you have a link or something, or tell me where to go look for it if you find one. See if anything comes up. Nope. Apparently, it's a brand of mixer for if you're doing DJ stuff. Is this it? Nope. It's Mr. Craft. I don't know, boys. I don't know what we're looking for. It's kind of hunting blind. All right. Giving up on that one. We're bailing. I'd love to, though. But you're saying search Hercules Audio sort low to high, but... oh, show more. Oh, and that's Hong Kong dollars. What are we talking about? These are 3,000. I don't know. All right, we're giving up. I'm giving up. Okay. Chief says he means development listening. You mean a development listing showing a pre-posed building? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I've seen those too, where they put up for the photo of the house a rendering of what could be there if you have just $1 million, you know, extra, or $2 million extra. But when you see the actual land, it's just a leveled plot. Or it's a really ugly house that needs to be torn down still. But we have these plans, people. If you'll just play along with us long enough to buy our property. Oh, boy. Yes, we got that. Photos of rooms with too much stuff in it, you can't actually see the space. Yeah, that's true, too. You want to keep it minimal. You want to keep it minimal. I'm dying to see this $9,000, 9,000 pounds. Is it Hex Audio? Groundbreaking Hex. 6 different driver types. All right, let me see if I can... Let's see if we can take this text, plug it into AI, and see if it'll come up with where it's from. Mr. Craft Hex. Got it. All right, here we go. Stand by. Now we're going to get to show this off because I found it. All right, let's go. Elise Audio. There it is, boys. Here it is. We found it. You know, that AI thing is amazing because I just put in Cheeky Fest. What I did was I copied your description and I put it into a browser and it came up with that page. It searched the web based on text. God, technology's getting weird, man. Look at this, though. So you've got diamonds in here. These are real diamonds, I'm guessing. I mean, they're impressive, no question. 9 grand. Okay, 10-way crossover. That can't be where the money is, though. The money's got to be in the design. World's first hex-bred in-ear monitor featuring a sophisticated blend of 6 different driver types. So let's see. Driver configuration. Here we go. 13 drivers per side. You've got 1 dynamic driver. Boy, I wish I could blow this page up. Can I? Can I Apple Plus this? Yes, I can. Oh, thank God. My old eyes, boys. 2 Sonnyan BCD drivers. Not sure what that means. BCD. 5 balanced armatures. 2 planar magnetic. And 2 E-stats. And a Plex electric driver, which is a bone driver. Sonnyan BCD. Enhanced worth with smooth mids. That's just got to be a type of balanced armature, I would think. What's a BCD driver? Let's look that up real quick. You see, but you see how, like, all these things, these are all parts that most people buy for their IEMs. They buy these modules like in bulk. They'll buy a whole bunch of these from them, and then they'll experiment with them and put them into a shell. So when you see Sonnyan drivers, like Sonnyan is actually a manufacturer of drivers. This is an XMEMS microphone. They have drivers. Where are the drivers? Connector systems, sensors, receivers. Oh, they don't talk about them specifically. Anyway, bone conductive drivers. Thank you. Thank you, True Daddy. True Daddy for the win. So it's got 2 different types of bone drivers. I love bone drivers. I just love saying bone driver. It's my favorite driver in all of audiodom. All right, so let's get back to this real quick. So you've got 2 bone conduction drivers, and then you've got Plex electric driver. This adds to textured acoustics. Advanced crossover. Hex integrates sophisticated 10-way crossover system expertly crafted to seamlessly blend the output of each driver type, ensuring the balance and harmonious audio presentation. You know, it better for 9 grand. That's all I'm saying. For 9 grand, it better bring the goods. It better leave nothing on the table. Send me one. That's my next thing. Send me one for a review, fellas. If you're out there at Elise Audio, call me. Amazing stuff. Okay, so we found that. Mr. Craft, yes. You have sent Anthony sent me a picture of his bokeh. All right, let's see. See if I can do this on the fly. How solid am I? Ooh, okay. So let's save attachment to downloads. Oh, geez, we got to show off all this stuff. All right, so we're getting a bonus. Thanks to Anthony, we are going to have some viewer photos right now. They're coming our way in just 20 seconds as soon as I get my eyes on them. Okay, go to downloads. Yes. All right, so here we go. Anthony Berryman's photos. I think. There we go. Got him. All right, here we go, boys. Drum roll, please. Showing off Anthony Berryman's new purchases. Ready? Here is his bokeh open. Look at the bokeh closed back stabilized. Say it in English. Beautiful. Beautiful wood. That's some good wood there. I just like the depth of these things is just killer. It's like a burl, and then this one's got kind of like a more colored effect to it. So cool. They're so nice. God, that's really nice. Okay, let's hang on, let me back up. We'll go to the next one. Look at this. Here's his Rex 5 on the right. And I forget the name of this one. This is the Rex 5 though. Look how pretty that is. I mean, whew, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Yeah, I have the lower rent version of that. I have this one right here, and then I have this purple one right here. Let's go to, I'll show it to you real quick. Let's see, because I've got the camera out. Why not? Let's do it. Oh. Pardon me while I make this work. So these are the cheapos. These were under $200, and they're the. Gotta fix this. Hold on, boys. Sorry, I'm not trying to give you an earthquake, but here we go. Okay, so these were under $200. What's really cool about these are the I forget what they're called. What are they called? ANC, H-ANC, the Hanks, as they're known to the noble people. And these are really neat because, first of all, they're cheap. And so if you bang them around, get them sweaty, lose them, whatever, it's no big loss because they're under $200. They're you know, these are $500 or were $500. I think they're cheaper now. But when they came out and they were new, they were $500. This is the Noble Mystique. And you can see, I mean, you know, they're beautiful. They got this speckly thing going on. Very nice. Very nice. But these have actually active noise cancellation. So I use these. I don't have any tips on them right now, but I use these actually when, if I'm doing a project outside and I'm using like a sander or something, I'll put these on because they have the noise cancellation. And it actually works. It's nice to have a little bit of that cut of the noise that I'm making from my the equipment that I'm working on. So there you go. But these, he's one-upped me. Now I'm feeling inferior. Wait, look at this. That makes me feel like a loser. When did I turn into a loser? Damn. I thought I had something special. Now I don't have something so special. I'm going to need to get... this is getting really low. We're getting like crotch sound here. All right, let's back this up. And you don't need to see the light. Goodness me. Ugh. All right. All right, we're making things happen here, boys. I really messed this mic stand up. It's not wanting to, you know... Well, it's... A lot of us have these problems when we get older. Oh, brother. All right, let's kill that. All right, we got the mic back in position. Took a while. But sometimes that happens. All right, cheers, everybody. I'm getting slap happy. All right, we'll wrap this up in a few. I just wanted to... But thank you, Anthony, for sending me those photos. Those are really cool. You've got a lot of fun heading your way. Okay. BCD is bone conduction driver. Yes, we know that. Cheeky Fest. Look at that. Piezoelectricity is the electric charge that accumulates in certain solid materials when they are subjected to mechanical stress, such as pressure or vibration. The phenomenon is reversible. Huh. Well, I haven't seen piezoelectric drivers that much, but maybe that's the next wave. Maybe we're heading into an era where piezoelectric is going to be the new electrostatic, or the new bone conduction driver. Oh, boys. Okay, well, in the absence of more things to show off and say about my life, I'm going to start wrapping this happy hour hangout. Everybody, if you're available on Saturday, it looks like we might have a Ryan Dietz stop by. I'll check with Zach from ZMF and see if he's got anything he wants to talk about, and stop by to see if he's feeling better, and we'll have a nice hangover hangout on Saturday. But seriously, in all seriousness, Anthony Berryman, thank you so much for sharing your stuff with us, and our absolute best to you. I hope you're feeling better and everything's going well for you. And I'm sorry to hear about your struggles, but at the same time, be resilient and know you've got a lot of people who are behind you and looking out for you. All right, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for me on a Thursday. I want to thank you guys for stopping by the Hangover Hangout today, or the Hangover Hangout, the Happy Hour, Thursday Happy Hour Hangout. But it is, you know, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, guys. I know it's a little early for LA, but geez. But tip your waiters and waitresses on the way out, which means the thumbs up thing. If you can do that, that kind of helps me out, I guess, somehow. I'm not sure how, but it does. Click the thumbs up. And beyond that, I will be back before you know it, man. We'll do something else. We'll have some other fun next week. Maybe it'll be sooner. You never know. This show just has a way of just keep your microphones straight, boys. Okay. Cheers, everybody. Have a great weekend and great rest of your week. And I will see you guys before you know it. Cheers.